Welcome back everyone, and today we're going to be looking at the new structure deck for Katakuri. So this is going to be ST-20. Now Katakuri got some supports for this new structure deck, and personally you can run two sets of decks for Katakuri. So in this video I'll be showing you both packages that I use for the set along with the ST-20 supports. So the packages that I'm using would be the Sky Island package and the Charlotte Family package. As you can see, we're starting off with the Sky Island first, because this is just such a fun deck. It's very aggressive. You still have your healing power as well, but you're gonna be just a more aggressive deck. We're gonna be playing against we're gonna be playing on the east side of the sim, so we're gonna be playing against OP9 characters. As you can see, we are versing a Blackbeard, which actually counters our deck, but having the Sky Island package kind of like makes it even for us. Though a lot of our cards they do have an on-play effect, that's why we can't really use anything against this deck. However, once you put down the home Oli combo, that would put a lot of pressure against Blackbeard. As you can see, I put down a 6 cost 8k vanilla buddy on my board, and now he has to deal with it. And versing against Blackbeard, they will be trashing a lot of cards from their hand, so you want to take advantage of it and make sure you go wide so they don't have any counters on their hand, and you slowly just like eat up their lives. So as you can see here, this guy, he just takes life, like, you know, he most likely doesn't have any counter on his hand. So yeah, I'm still on 4 life. I don't think I've seen I didn't see any of my big mom as well, but as you can see, his hand is like bricked. So that's how you like deal with this deck. They're gonna be trashing a lot, and they're gonna be having a lot of brick cards, so you just gotta keep pushing them. Make sure you apply pressure, make sure you do at least like 2 attacks on their leader before they reach tendons, because they're gonna be playing that 10 cost 12k blocker teach, and it's gonna be very hard for you to deal with it, especially if you're playing a deck that relies on on-play abilities like Katakuri. Then it's gonna be a very hard matchup for you. So that's it for game 1, and we're just gonna jump into the next game. Alright everyone, we're gonna be facing against a red-yellow Sabo as our second matchup. I'm still using the Sky Island package in here. I'm mainly just gonna be mulliganing for the Holy combo, or at least a Shura to search them up. I do have the on my opening hand, and luckily we did grab that Holy as well. So there's not really play here on my first turn, so I'm just gonna attach all my donut, swing for 9. Again, the red yellow Sabo deck, if you match up against him, you need to put pressure onto his leader as well. And yeah, you don't want him to keep recycling all his rush card and then being put into his life, and then he's just gonna keep recycling that one throughout the whole game, and then eventually you would run out of counters on your hand. So here I triggered a Shura. I do have the Holy combo already, so I'm just gonna grab the Satori as a 2k counter. Again, another Shura. I'm just gonna put it on top of my life because I want to keep searching for those 2Ks, or at least like a nail or a Kalgara so I can play it onto my next few turns. And I'll make sure I still go wide. Unfortunately, my Katakuri build here is not a very good matchup against my opponent, and yeah, he's gonna have a hard time dealing with my board if he swings as well. I do have the rush NL here as well as my other option, but I feel like I should build a board attack 7 and make sure that he keeps eating those life. Yeah. I also have the new Big Mom here as well, so I'm gonna trash one. I'm gonna trash the Calgara here. So I'm gonna either force him to take the life or trash 2 cards. So the new Big Mom card really can turn the tables if you keep pushing for the opponent's life, because eventually they would either trash their hand or trash a life. So most of the time they will have to trash 2 cards from their hand, which is a lot of resources when it comes to this part of the game. And if you drop your Big Moms as well, then they wouldn't have all the answers for the next 2 to 3 turns, and that will just basically end the game. Having a wide board as well, that means that they need more counter. If they don't have any counter, then they'll just have to take life, and yeah, they wouldn't have that resources, because if they trashed it, then that's pretty much game for them, right? So here I've been trying to protect my board. Unfortunately, he went for my ohm, so I gotta trash that one. Here I'm gonna take care of his board as well. I'll make sure that he doesn't have anything that can like contest my board until I can like drop my Big Moms. I think this is just like the only downside with this package. I won't be able to search my Big Moms. I would just have to rely on card cycling, or yeah, just out of luck, I guess. But it is a very strong deck, I would say, and I'm just having really, I'm having a good time playing this deck. By the way, if you're wondering where the deck list is, it's going to be at the end of the video. So I just want to showcase to you guys how good it is, and you can have a look for yourself on where you feel most comfortable playing this deck, like which package would be suitable for you. Here he's just taking care of my board. I finally got the Big Mom out of my life, and he keeps he keeps recycling those cards as well. So this is a perfect time to drop that Big Mom. Ooh, trash that Karasu. That Karasu would have done so much damage for us, just like the minus 1000. But unfortunately, like I said, he needs to counter everything that I drop on my board as well. And if I keep attacking him by like 777, he would eventually run out of resources. So he would just counter whatever he can at this point. So I think an easy counter would be like a 5k. So he would just have to trash 1 card. Here, that's an easy counter for me as well. I can use my card ability just to make the NL stick on the board, and that is really annoying. Dropping the new Katakuri here as well. He's a 5 cost 6k blocker, and then you can do activate main, where you show your top life, and then you can attach 1 Rested Dawn into one of your characters or your leader, which is very good, because if you do have Katakuri as your leader, that would be a 7k attack if you do have Yeah, if you do have one, don't attach to him. Here, I'm just gonna finish him off, and yeah, so that's how you beat this Sabo deck. You just gotta go aggressive, otherwise you're gonna have a hard time on the late game. But yeah, unfortunately, we just had that big mom on our life, and he's just 2k counters short. So yeah, we'll go to the next one. All right, so we're gonna be versing against a Doflamingo deck. This is one of my personal favorite among the new starter decks that are coming out. It's just like Doflamingo is so fun to play. As long as you know how to set up your board like this, if you bring out the Jinbei really early, then that would just put so much pressure onto their board, into their hand as well. I tried to go for the Holy combo here, but unfortunately we didn't get the dog, and we just like bottom deck all those cards that we just saw, and now he's just gonna attack me for 7 here. So I'm just gonna take that one, and then I'm gonna rely on my triggers as well. Keeping the Frankie here because I really need those 2k counters, and I just want him to swing onto my life as well. So I want to swing on those characters that he put on his board. It looks like he's been struggling here because having 2 Peronas on your board that early means that you don't have the right pieces for your on your hand. And if this is another Jinbei, then you know that would take 1 more card out of his hand. Here I'm gonna swing for his board again. I do have that's actually a pretty nice turn from him. When he returned that I actually had the Holy out of my hand, or out of the draw as well, and it was just like the perfect timing. So you know, next turn I do have 2 bodies to answer his attacks, and I'm just ready to take it. Here I'm just gonna swing onto his board again because I want him to keep wasting all those cards on his hand to use it as a counter, and then eventually I'll just play the long game and I'll just keep healing if he needs to if he needs to keep attacking me. If I need to take my life, then I'll just I'll rely on my triggers as well. But yeah, here I'm just gonna clean up his board. Contemplating on which one I should be attacking, because I know this Doflamingo doesn't play a lot of 2k counters, so I'm just making him waste 2k counters on his hand, which he did. He saved the Edward Revo, which is not a bad decision, to be honest. But having low hand size against a deck that heals life on a couple of turns, I don't think that's a very good decision. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses and just move on to the next few turns. Here I'm just gonna be countering this one. So, did I use this one? Yeah, I did use that card to the 2k counter to kind of like save my life. That's because he's still got like a couple of swings left here. Fortunately, he did swing against my Holy, swinging 7 into my life, which kind of hurts. But he doesn't have any counter left on his hand, so he's got 3 cards on his hand. I'm just gonna start cleaning up board here. I'm gonna drop the Big Mom. That's what I wanted to see anyway. I wanted to make him choose to trash his life, because that means that that's 1 less life that I have to worry about. Here, remember that I do have the zero cost event, and I just triggered it. I think I'm gonna use my blocker here next because I was very scared of the perfume fumer. So unfortunately, we didn't trigger anything here, so I'm just gonna take this L. And yeah, just didn't see any of my my 10 cost moms. Didn't see the early combo of Holy. That's why I think I lost, but I think that was a winnable game. We did the right thing there. We didn't swing into his life to give him any resources to counter to save his board, but yeah, unfortunately we just ran out of gas, and Doflamingo is just like a mid-range deck, and he just stomps us early to mid-game. But yeah, we'll move on to the next game, and I'll see if we can get a win. Alright guys, so next match would be against Carrot. Now I started playing the Charlotte family package in here. So you can see we do have the pudding searcher, just trying to search for my 10 moms, but unfortunately after like 8 cards it's been searched on my top deck, I still didn't see any of my 10 moms. So I'm just gonna grab that 6 cost mom. I was kind of like contemplating on grabbing the Paris as my second search, but yeah, as you can see, we grabbed the 10 cost mom out of our life. That's why I always take majority of the time I take my first life. I'm gonna play the Cracker here. I was actually hoping that he would rest my Cracker just to prevent me from doing the double damage. But it's surprising that he didn't he didn't rest it and try to go for it. Here I'm just gonna play the Katakuri, attaching 1 rested Dawn into my leader so I can have that 7k swing. But that Carrot right there is gonna be a very annoying card to deal with, because it just like freezes up our board as well. But yeah, if you're here and still watching this video, if you got too far, if you haven't liked or subscribed, just like and subscribe to this to my channel. So if you want to see more gameplay, especially the starter decks that are coming up, I do have some videos or ideas that's already lined up. And yeah, if you don't want to miss it, click subscribe now. So dropping that 6 cost mom, making him decide whether to trash the life or trash 2 cards. Very hard decision for an enemy, because either way you're going to be trashing one of your life if you trash 2 cards on the previous turn, because you wouldn't have enough resources to counter my 7k swing. Plus the 7k swing from that 6 cost mom as well is massive. So either way you will be losing life, and then if I'm close to my 10 cost, like my 10 cost mom, then you're pretty much losing another life as well. So gonna make the choices. But yeah, so swinging 7k here, he's gonna block. Completely forgot about the Pedro the Pedro ability there. So actually didn't get to drop my 10 cost mom, but that's okay. We do have the 7 cost mom here. We do have all the kinds of moms in here, so this is so fun. Dropping the Hiyori as well to put the Soul Focus into my top life, just to make more hard decisions for my opponents. And this is such a fun deck for me, a very fun deck. But I feel like at this state of the game, there's a lot of older players that know how to work around with this. And I feel like Katakuri is not as strong as, you know, when he was first got released. It's just gonna drop this, yeah, the Doflamingo, but we're gonna drop our own bomb here. I'm gonna get rid of this carrot first. Ooh, did saved it. Okay, cool. So we're back to 5 life, and he's down to 2. He's got 2 cards on his hand as well. We do have that Enel as our finisher on our hand, so that's why I think we're in a good shape here. Ooh, dropping that event card, so that can just like rest any of my leaders. So he's gonna KO that 10 cost mom, but we still have 2 moms on the boards, you know. We got those single moms on the board, and I'm not too worried about it. He's gonna priest my 7 cost mom, but I don't know about how he's gonna progress into this one. Attaching 1 Dawn, making sure I do have an extra 1k swing into my character, so there's no way for him to save that carrot. Now I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take my top life because I have so much life anyway. I do have plenty of counters on my hand, and there's not much play for me, to be honest. That's why I played that Flampe, hoping to grab another mom off my draw, but no, still didn't see enough mom, even though we had like so many moms on the board already. I'm gonna save the 7 cost mom because we need more swings to be able to get through his last 2 life, and I'm on a pickle here as well because I only have 2 cards in hand, and he's got a better board state at the moment. I'm gonna attack for 7 here. I think I can finish him off. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything to counter, so we're gonna do 8 and 8. They do have 9. I'm gonna attach all my Dawn into my leader, and that should just drop him into last life or like 0 life. Now I know that Shanks is a, you know, I know the bottom life is Shanks, so I'm happy to like swing to him. If he uses that one, then that's pretty much game over for him. So he needs to clear my board, but he doesn't have anything in here, so he's just gonna go for my NL, and I'm just gonna attach all my Dawns into one of my characters, and that should be game. But yeah, so that's the Charlotte family package, and as you can see, it's still strong. However, it's a lot slower than the Sky Island package. That's why I do prefer the Sky Island package, because there's just like a lot of pressure that you're putting into the opponent, and for them to anticipate that you're gonna be dropping moms every, like, starting from like 7 dawns. Once you reach 7 to 8 dawns, then they're gonna be very careful with their decisions, and they're gonna try to play around with it. But if we rush them, they're gonna be in more pressure. That means that they're gonna be prone into making more mistakes, and that will just lead you into a win. We have one more gameplay for this package, and then we'll have a look into both deck lists. Alright, so the final game will be against Rebecca. I feel like people are starting to familiarize their their game plan with the Rebecca deck again because of the OP10 announcement. We are gonna get more support for Dressrosa archetype, especially the black and blue Usopp. I feel like Rebecca is gonna be another deck that will be revived in OP10. So just having more, more support for this deck. It's just gonna be a very strong deck. I reckon in OP10. Just having the color combination of blue and black is either you bottom deck something or you KO something very easily. Here are my first to search on both lives. I did bottom deck his Luffy, and I did bottom deck my 0 event cost. I don't really want him to get that Luffy and play it on the curve, because that's going to be a very annoying card to deal with, and especially with all the recursion or the cards that he would put back onto his deck. It's going to be very annoying for us to deal with. I think I started tweaking my deck in here in this game. I did added some Egghead cards just to see if both Egghead and the Charlotte family will work really well. I think the Egghead cards, the Egghead supports, does help a bit during the early to mid game, and then your Charlotte family kind of like carries you towards the late game. That's why I didn't get any searcher. I don't think I have any cards to search with for my Egghead cards. So they're just kind of there. If I draw them, I draw them. If not, then I'll just gonna play the long game and rely on my heals. He did remove my 7 cost mom here, which is very good answer for that 7 cost mom. I'm gonna trigger this Jewelry Bonnie and drawing 2 cards, because at this stage I still haven't seen my 10 cost mom, and I think I should be on 10 cost next turn. As you can see, he's slowly building a board here, and he's slowly putting up those blockers for his board. But unfortunately for him, I found my first 10 cost, and my second 10 cost would be on my life. He did put that stage sideways. That means that he either counters this, gives me like 3 cards, or turn his leader sideways. Here I thought I do have 2 lives, and I was so confused on why I didn't get to KO this card, the toy soldier. And yeah, I think I just like overlooked at the layer of my life, because when I look at my life, I only look at the blue color, and didn't realize that my third life is a flip up life. That's why I was so confused on why I didn't have it. He's gonna do a double attack here, and I'm just gonna counter it. I do have so many cards in my hand. I should be able to counter any of his attacks here. That might be a devastating move for him, because double attack, it should technically counter Katakuri, because you don't want him to go low before he drops his 10 cost moms, which unfortunately I did. So I'm back to 4 life. It's down to 1. He would trash that event card here. I should have taken that. I should have taken one of my life until I can take the 10 cost mom into my hand as well, but I think I kind of like gamble here and rely on my deck or like my draw. But it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna be grabbing it anyway. I also triggered a S-Snake ability, which kind of like stunned the toy soldier. He's dropping a Gecko Moria here. That means that he's gonna drop another blocker, which is a Rebecca, which means that he has to drop that Columbus as well, or Orlumbus, sorry. Oh, I found another 10 mom here. So here I was baiting him to drop one of his blocker, and I'm just gonna attack for 12. I was gonna go for game next turn, but weirdly he started attaching a Dawn into his blocker, and I'm just gonna trigger this one. I don't really need the third 10 cost mom because there's no point of me dropping it. He doesn't have any life left. He attacked with his Bartolomeo again. That's very weird. He does have the Gecko Moria left here to attack, but it's not really gonna do anything. I think he should have just stole for me. He should have just stole, get his play his Luffy's, and yeah, just waited, because you can always restand your Luffy anyway, and you do have 2 of them. So I would have waited and see if I can like get through I think the last 3 life. And yeah, unfortunately I just have like 10 cost big moms on the board, and that's probably why it resulted into him having his blockers swing. But yeah, GG though. That's just like the Charlotte family package, and we'll get into the deck list. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the Sky Island package. So you can see I do have majority of my early games as the Sky Island cards. My searcher is for a Sky Island cards rather than having the pudding to search out my 10 cost mobs. The reason why is because you want to drop the Holy combo very early in the game to put more pressure into the opponent, and then after like the second or third turn, I would drop my Charlotte packages cards, such as the new Charlotte Linden. Again, this is such a strong card, but having 4 of this is not necessary. I feel like a mix of these 2 here is a very good combination, because they are either gonna lose life or you're gonna gain life here as well. So it's a win-win situation, but one of them costs 6 costs, which is not too bad. You can play it on if you were on the odd curve, so I wouldn't stress too much about it if you only have 2 copies of each. But you're more than welcome to play 4 copies of this or 4 copies of this. So it's up to you how you wanna spend your moms. I guess how many moms you want on your deck. I also have the Enel, so Enel is searchable with Shura. So this is just like a finisher for this deck here, because you're gonna be putting a lot of pressure. They're gonna be making a lot of mistakes. They're gonna be taking life. They gonna think like, oh, he's gonna drop the 10 cost mom later, so I might as well just grab my card out of my life rather than saving it. But you do have big bodies like this. Even the Kagura is really strong. I also have the triggers into this package. So I do have the Thunderbolt and the Onami for those annoying blockers, especially in the late game. Just have them there. But yeah, so this is the Sky Island package, and then we'll have a look into the Charlotte family one. Alright, so this is the Charlotte family package. Obviously, the Charlotte Pudding is going to be your main searcher because you want to see your moms here. These two moms here. But if you notice, I didn't put in the 6-cost mom. The reason why is because you are going to be playing a slower deck this turn compared to the Sky Island deck. So you want to have as much counter as you want because you want to survive into the late game and drop your moms. That's going to be your win condition. But yeah, that's why I kind of like put in this egghead package just to help me survive the early games. I do have the S-Snake here to stall one turn or one more swing from my opponent. I do have this Nami, the Egghead Nami, to deal with those pesky cards on the early game. Jewelry Bonnie, it's great if you manage to play this one really early. The reason why is because if you attach one Dawn, you can draw 2 and trash 1. That would just help you cycle out into another big body on your hand, especially the 10-cost moms. Luffy, if you're ever down into like 2 life, you can drop this Luffy, make use of him. You can swing 6 or 7 and then use his activate main ability to KO 1 for cost or less. I think this Katakuri would be your MVP into this deck list. The reason why is because of the activate main. You may attach 1 rested Dawn into your leader. That means it's a guaranteed 7k swing and a guaranteed search on either your life or your opponent's life. And that's just very big. That's the whole Katakuri leader ability. Like, that's how you would want to play this deck anyway. So you want to swing 7 and you want to know what cards are going to be coming out of the live. I still have the early support as well from the Charlotte family. I do have the Cracker and the Perseverus. I would always hope that these two comes out of the trigger so they are ready to swing the next turn. And the rest are just the standard 2Ks. I still have the event card here just in case I need this one for the late game. But yeah, so that's it for my ST-20 category deck profile. So let me know if you are running the Sky Island or if you're running the Charlotte family package. I feel like I'm leaning towards the Sky Island package because it's really fun. It's really fast paced, and I just like being aggressive. So that's the whole playstyle that that I like. But yeah, comment down below which structured deck you wanted to see next. We still have about 4 leaders that we need to cover, but if you do prefer a structured deck to want to be covered or like at least see gameplays for it, let me know down below and I'll make a video out of it. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys into the next one.